Okay, Korean head coach Dean Shiels, preparations ongoing for the visit of Linfield on Saturday. You know what you're going to get. Linfield coming down here this weekend, top of the league.
Yeah, obviously they're in a really good form. As you said, they're top of the league, and they've got so many attacking threats and so many attacking options that they've probably got maybe the best attacking players in the league possibly, and they can hurt you at any minute. So you have to have your concentration levels and your focus out of possession for the whole game, because they've got players that can hurt us. But we're looking forward to the game. It's a home fixture. And the crowd will be a big factor in that. Hopefully they can get behind us and we can try and push the team on to get something from the game.
Yeah, you mentioned the attacking threat. I think they've already scored 16 goals this season, I think in 8 games. That's, by my poor maths, an average of 2 a game, so you know exactly what they're going to bring depending on personnel.
Yeah, we've worked a lot this week on Linfield's strengths and how to try and nullify them, but it's difficult. As you said, you can try and stop Cooper, and then Miller pops up, and Fitzpatrick and Allen and McBrain. They've got loads of attacking options, but that's the challenge that we look forward to. We want to play against the best teams, and we want to test ourselves to see how far we've came, and see what the measurement is in our progress, and see how quickly we're trying to progress. And it's a really good game, and the players and myself are really looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's one as a coach you're bound to get excited about, and as a set of players. I'm just wondering, a coaching point of view, do you tailor your game setup to opponents, or do you persist and play the patterns of play that you want to, regardless of who you're playing?
I think in and out of possession, you got to have a plan, and we will have, and we've been working on it this week in regards to what are we good at and what's our strengths, and I think we got to bring those out no matter who we're playing. They're consistent. The principles of how we attack, how we play, are consistent in each game. Defensively, you might have to tweak things in regards to the opposition, in regards to their threats, and where we need to maybe tilt the team, or which area of the pitch to try and show the opposition. And those are all challenges that we'll meet. And some teams give you more difficult challenges than others, and there'll be no bigger challenge than Linfield.
Some of the teams that have come to the Showgrounds in recent weeks, like Loughgall last week, for example, came and sort of adopted a very defensive strategy, a low block, if you like, and sort of put it up to you to try and break them down. You may expect Linfield to come and try and get on the front foot more. Does that then suit you guys as a team?
Yeah, we hope so. As you said, the last 3 or 4 games, it's been against low blocks, and it's been against teams that haven't come out. But I think that every game's a different challenge, and for us, maybe it's about inviting the teams out a little bit better, and how quickly can we break lines, whether we go round them, whether we go through them, or whether we go over them. And that's stuff that we work on daily in regards to we want to invite the opposition out. So let's hope that Linfield come out and we get an exciting game, and both teams trying to win the game, and it'll be good for the fans that's coming to watch the game.
And as a coach, you'd be pitting your wits against one of the most successful managers currently in the game, David Healy. Somebody you know very well.
Yeah, David's obviously been a legend throughout his playing career and everything he's done for Northern Irish football. I think he's the pinnacle. He's reached a level at Linfield where he's won multiple league titles, multiple trophies, and he's a massive icon in the game here, and he deserves everyone's respect. And he's done an unbelievable job at Linfield, and I enjoy his company. I enjoy him better if we can beat them, but. No, he's a great person as well. He's one of the people in the game that I would trust quite highly, and it's always nice to see him when he comes to see.
Did you ever see that in him as a player when you were playing together at Doncaster and Northern Ireland? Did you ever see him as a potential successful manager down the line?
Yeah, I think he's smart. I think he knows the game, and I think you can see that with his level of consistency. I said he had a consistency throughout his career where he played at a high level for a long period of time, and now he's been so consistent with Linfield over a period of time. He's always up challenging for the major trophies. So. No, he works hard, and it's in his blood, the game. He loves the game, and you can see that by his passion for the game. So no, we'll bring him down, but we'll show him respect. Not too much though.
In terms of your own squad, looking at it, injury wise, I know that, like in the last number of weeks, like a number of players have been carrying niggles. Jamie McGonigal probably a couple of niggles, Chevy a couple of niggles. Just wondering, squad-wise, what have you got available for Saturday?
Yeah, well, Jamie McGonigal trained today fully for the first time in a while. He's been carrying something on and off, so he got through the session. Graham Kelly's still not close. Lyndon Kane had an injection last week that we're letting settle, that's being assessed daily. We're not expecting Lyndon back anytime soon. Aidan Tejeda has made good progress in his recovery. He's joined in training and is nearly at full training, but we have 3 games next week after Linfield. We go to Ballinamard on Tuesday, then we have the Crusaders away, and then I think it's another free game week with possibly Limavady midweek after that. So there's loads of games coming thick and fast, so we're going to need as many players back and fully fit to try and compete, and it'll be opportunities. There's certain players that maybe can't play the 3 game weeks, and we have to freshen up at certain times, so we're going to need as big a squad as we can.
You mentioned, I think, one of the recent games you started looked like you were getting your squad available, like you looked at your bench and you were starting to see options there, and as a coach, that's where you want to get these players back, and if you had a fully fit squad to choose from, you've got good options there.
Yeah, of course. I think it's just about being flexible in regards to if we want to tilt things during games, maybe change formation, or when you're behind in a game, to look at the bench to see with the options there. I think last week was a good example where Jamie comes off and we've got Chevy to come on, and I think you'll only be successful if you've got the strength and depth over the course of a long, hard season. You're going to need people to come in and be ready. And as you said, we've got a lot of young lads like Senan, like Alfie, Corey Smith, as I said, Aidan, Sam McClintock, Kirk. Those young lads are chomping at the bit to get minutes, and it's just about obviously getting the timing of when to blood them in, and in what areas and at what stages of games. Sometimes it's difficult to introduce a young player at an important level, but they're starting to earn our trust, and Senan came on and done well. Alfie's came on the last couple of games and done well. Corey Smith's has had a little moment when he got on. So it's about using the whole squad as best we can, especially in 3 game weeks, and obviously be consistent with our performances and win matches as well.
Yeah, just finally for me, good home record so far. I think 3 home wins this season already.
Yeah.
Linfield, big crowd Saturday. It would be a nice way to continue that winning thing if you could get a decent win against Linfield, and the crowd's going to play a part.
Yeah, no, our form's been good. I think we've lost 1 in 8, and the crowd here, I think you see it with certain games, they're helping us get over the line, and we're going to need them. We're going to need them. As I say, them young players are thriving off playing at home, and when the crowd gets behind us, we want it to be as difficult as we can for the opposition coming, and Linfield will be the exact same.